If you're planning for retirement or have already retired, you know how important it is to make every dollar count. Well, today, Gary Garrison with Asset Protection Wealth Management tells us about 5 smart strategies to help you maximize your retirement income so you can enjoy more of what matters most. Gary, as always, so good to see you.
It's great to be back. How's everything going?
Everything is great.
Good,
I'm excited to go through these 5 key points here, starting with the first one being delay Social Security if you can. What do you mean by this?
Yeah, so every year that you wait after your full retirement age in Social Security, your monthly benefit goes up 8% up till age 70. So even if you just waited 2 or 3 years, let's say 3 years to delay it, that's almost 25% more income that you'll get the rest of your life, and possibly your spouse will receive that as well. So if you can afford it and you don't need it right away, it pays to delay.
And what was that age again?
67 is typically the full retirement age.
Okay.
It varies by person and your age, but somewhere around 67 would be your full retirement age.
Okay, gotcha. Second point is minimize taxes on withdrawals.
Yes, so that's important, really, really important. So it's important to see your financial advisor to help you with this, or CPA, or both, but you have your taxable buckets, and that's going to be things like a brokerage account or a CD at a bank, things that you get a 1099 on every year. Then you have your tax-deferred accounts, and that's going to be your 401k, IRAs, thrift savings if you're a federal employee, and those type of things. You've not paid tax on it yet, but you will when you withdraw it. And then the third bucket is tax-free, and ideally it's best to have everything you can in a tax-free bucket, because then it doesn't matter what tax rates go to, you still don't pay any tax. But that's things like Roth IRAs, even life insurance can be set up as a tax-free instrument.
Yeah, definitely need to take advantage of those tax-free buckets for sure.
Yes, but it's real important in the order that you take it out, because it varies by people. Like if you're still working, you'd want to hit one bucket, and if you're not, you'd want to take a look at the other. So really important to plan that correctly.
Yeah, for sure. That's why we need someone like you to walk us through that, because
we would love to help.
You don't want to mess that up. The third point is use required minimum distributions strategically. What do you mean by this?
Yeah, and I've talked about that on this segment before. And for most people, for your IRA or 401k, you've got to start taking distributions at age 73. That's an IRS mandate, and you know why. They want to start getting their tax revenue on it. But a lot of my clients, Angela, don't need their RMD, but they have to take it out to pay tax on it. So we do some leveraging, and I've talked about this before, some leveraging of some of those RMDs, and we may put it into a plan that will actually provide long-term care, nursing home, assisted living on a tax-free basis. It can build up cash tax-free. So really, really good idea to take a look at using and leveraging those RMDs if you don't need them to live on, because you can really protect your estate by just being smart about what you do with that.
Mm-hmm. The fourth point is consider part-time work or passive income. This is interesting.
Yeah, most people probably don't want to do that. But hey, if you need a little extra income, from a hobby or some passion you've had that you want to do, it's a great time to branch out and try to make a little money on it, because every dollar that you make is one less dollar you have to take out of your retirement savings. So it'll help that to last longer and stretch out longer.
Yeah, and you do hear a lot of times when you're retired, you're like, I'm bored, I want to do something.
And then I have the others that come in and they're like, oh my gosh, my honey-do list. Never dreamed it was just like I'm working harder now than I did when I was still working.
Right. They're like, I want to go back to work, so I don't know how to do this honey-do list.
Good idea to discuss that with your honey before you retire.
Yes. Yeah, that's so true.
You know what's coming.
Right. The fifth point, cut costs without cutting joy. I like this a lot.
Yeah, so if money's a little tight, you can look at cutting expenses. I mean, it could be something as easy as subscriptions to magazines or newspapers or what have you. But if you can save, let's say $400 a month by just going in there and handpicking some expenses to delete, that's almost $5,000 a year that stays in your account, and that can make a difference for a lot of people.
Oh, for sure.
So you just don't want to overspend when you don't need to. Because back when you were working, it didn't matter. You had a nice steady cash flow coming in, and we could afford these other things. But when you retire, sometimes you have to cut back on those things to make ends meet.
Yeah, something that we found out personally in our family is just all those subscriptions that you may join or you may not know you joined, and you're paying monthly on them.
And then they have your credit card, so what they do is just auto-renew it.
Right.
It just keeps on coming. So you have to put a little effort into it to get those things stopped, but it can add quite a bit of money to your pocketbook.
Yeah, it can definitely add up for sure. Well, if someone wants to reach out to you just to learn more information, what's the best way to do that?
So one thing before I say that is I want to reach out to people and say, that's what we do for a living, is help people through retirement. And folks, number one concern in retirement is, will I ever run out of money? Or is there a possibility that I could run out of money? And we can help with that. We have certified financial planners on our team that would be happy to work with people and show you, hey, here's the likelihood that you could run out of money. We have a plan that they'll custom design for people, and it's a written income plan, so that they go home in retirement, they go, okay, I know exactly where my income is coming from and what it's going to do to my savings. And if you have that, then and you can be comfortable that, okay, my money is going to last me a lifetime. And for the viewers, there's no cost or obligation. We're here to help, and that would definitely make people retire with ease for sure. But you can call or text us, 501-225-9045. Go to our website, apwealthmanagement.com. Lots of ways to get in touch with us, and we'd love to hear from people.
Great information, Gary. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Ashley.
it.
Yep.
Rob Moore, Montgomery, Arkansas, after this.